peace, and love. So here we are. How to start reading charts. All right, so let's go to the best app for brand new traders. This is the best app for beginners. This is how I got started. All right, I was already using Robinhood. I had finally learned how to sell options, and I kept hearing people say, don't ever buy options, don't ever buy options. And then I heard people talking about making all this money from day trading and trading options and buying options, and before you know it, boom, I'm in there buying options, trading options, and I was doing it using just the price action. And then I decided, I learned that there is power in charting. So I decided to learn how to chart. So this is where you start if you want to learn how to chart. You come over here to Robinhood, all right? You press this little wheel button right here in the corner, right? Boom. All right. And then it has a chart setting. So it probably was already on line chart. And you can come here and press this chart setting and switch it to candlestick charts. Okay. Boom. So now we got candlesticks. So we're going to go back. You can do show all hours view. All right. Boom. And then what we want to focus on is we want to focus on the education. All right. So let's learn about candlestick charts. We're going to launch this tour here. Boom. Nice user-friendly interface. Real smooth light. Shout out to Robinhood. Robinhood is getting starters started worldwide. Okay. So boom. They also have Robinhood Legend now. I haven't used that. I've been committed. Just like I try to trade one stock, I was switching around platforms, and I decided that Webull, at the time, the Robinhood Legend wasn't out. So Webull was going to be the best user-friendly chart broker with a chart that I would be able to use and acclimate myself with. Then they came out with Robinhood Legend. I looked at it briefly, but I decided to just be consistent and learn to be efficient with the platform that I had already been day trading and trading on. But let's use some of this education from the Education Center in Robinhood for us to get better acclimated with candlestick charts. Okay, so boom. The candlestick chart displays a more detailed look at an asset's price. All right, so we have the green candles that represent buyers winning in that time period. Buyers, each candle, buyers buying it up. The red candles reflect sellers selling it off. All right. So anytime you see a red candle, it started at the bottom and ended at its top. Anytime you see a red candle, it started at its top and ended at the bottom. That's a move down. Anytime you see a green candle, it started at the bottom and moved its way up. Okay, so you can look at this big green candle here in the middle of the screen. We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, now we here. Okay, so let's keep going. Continue. The real body is the thick part of the candle. So think of a real candle, all right? And represents the difference in open and close prices. That's what I just explained to you. Started from the bottom, now we here. The open is the bottom, the close is the top. All right. The thin lines on either end are called wicks. These indicate high and low prices. All right. Boom. Tap the chart and drag your finger to find even more data like volume and percentage. All right. For assets available on the 24-hour market, the one-day chart includes movement during overnight hours spanning from midnight to midnight. All right, so the 1-day chart is going to show you all of the trading hours. You notice at the top it says today. That's how much this stock moved from open to close. Despite all the fluctuations, it opened at this price and it closed $2.78 above the price it opened at. But now after hours, from 4:01 all the way until the market opens again, the after hours are going to reflect how much the price has changed since its close. All right, so the 1-day chart in a 24-hour market is going to show you all of that, so you can kind of adjust the chart to show what time frames you want to see. To make it easier to spot trades during low value periods, the 1-day and 1-week charts only display when the trades was made. Time periods without trades will not appear on the chart. Okay. Tap the gear icon to switch between line and candlestick charts. Okay, boom. Charts can span as far back as the year 2000. So you can compare recent trends with historical performance. That's a game changer right there. You can go back and see what has happened in the market over the last 25 years. And imagine if you could pick up a pattern of what's about to happen over the next 6 months. And you can just crush the market, trading, looking at all the different confirmations that you can gather to show what's about to happen, the probability of what's about to happen, because nothing is certain in this market. Okay, so understand, we are using these charts here. We are using these charts to show us what has happened historically, so we can have an idea. We can have a bias. Right? We could be leaning towards one side. Where's the market going to go up, or is it going to go down? When we learn the chart and we learn the nuances, and the chart puts us in a position where we stop being surprised by it, we can know what to anticipate and what's next. We stand to gain a lot of value, all right, from the chart. So that's just the introduction to why the chart is important and where I think beginners should start to look at the chart. Learn candlestick patterns, learn what the candlesticks mean, and then you couple that with a deep understanding of support and resistance and price action, and you can be on your way to winning some trades just like me. Okay, peace and love. And I hope you get rich. Please subscribe to the channel. Share this with somebody that's beginning their trading journey. Leave a like. Let's get this video to 100 likes. Let's get 1,000 subscribers this month. All right. Let's keep going to keep growing. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.